Hi, today we are going to talk about nerves and the spinal column. Okay, we're ready. Okay, so the spinal column, it's your backbone, okay? So it's that bone that you have in the middle of your back. And inside it, you have nerves, okay, that help you feel sensation and give you information about everything that surrounds you. Okay, so the brain sends out 12 pairs of nerve bundles, like big nerve groups, that move down from the brain to the rest of the body, just like this, like this picture. You see lots of nerves. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Okay, and then these nerves are called cranial nerves, and then connect to the sense organs, the muscles, the glands in your face, and then all the organs that keep you alive, okay? And these nerve bundles are kind of like wire cables that are put together and they're wrapped with a cover. Then there are even more nerves called spinal nerves branching out from the spinal cord. There are 31 pairs of special nerve bundles that take messages back and forth from many parts of the body to the spinal cord. And the spinal cord, you can imagine like a really big, thick cable that it's inside your backbone, inside your colon. Okay, so for the vocabulary today, we have the word axon, okay? An axon, it's a part of a neuron. A neuron, it's a cell, okay, a nervous cell. And an axon would be over here. I'm gonna draw it here. Okay, it's the sending end of the neuron cell. And it has like little knobs in each branch. Okay, let's go to the next one. And then we have dendrite. Dendrite, it's another part of the nerve cell, okay? And it's over here, okay? These are the dendrites, okay? And they're the receiving end of the neuron. They receive the messages while the axon sends them. Okay. Next one, we go to the next one. Okay. And then we have ganglia. Ganglia are clusters of individual neurons, okay? So a big group of neurons that control different organs, different reflexes, which I'm gonna explain in a moment, okay? And then we have plexus. Plexus, it's one of the 4 major bundles of ganglia gathered near the colon. So big, big, big groups of muscles, and they're in 4 places in your body, as you can see in the picture, okay? And they have names, like cervical plexus, brachial plexus. You don't see it here, but solar plexus, that it's in the stomach, lumbar plexus in the back, and then sacral plexus. And we have the word synapses. That's the region between neurons that chemically passes on messages. And you're gonna get it in a moment, but this part here, okay? That's the synapses. Okay, so now on to explain. Okay, so as I said before, you have your backbone, your column, and inside it you have like a kind of like a cord, an electrical wiring of all of your body. And it's there in the backbone for a reason, because it protects it, okay? And the spinal column or backbone, it's made of individual pieces or segments that can move. Those are your vertebrae. Those are the little bones that you have on your back that you can feel when you move at the middle of your back, okay? If any of those bones moves out of alignment, it can pinch the spinal cord. It's this really important, like kind of cable nerve that you have there. And if the nerve messages shut off, then you can become paralyzed or you're gonna feel pain. So that's why the spinal cord, it's inside the backbone, so it's protected. Remember that backbone and the spinal column are the same, okay? Another job of the spinal cord is to get the messages and interpret them when they're talking about danger signals in different parts of your body. So pain sends a signal that causes the spinal cord to react, often without even the brain noticing, even after it happened. For example, if you want to touch something and it's hot, then your arm just gonna jump and you're not gonna have to think about it until after it, like, oh, I got burned, but your hand already moved. That's a way that your body has to protect you and work faster, and that's a useful reflex. Okay, then we're gonna talk about neurons. Okay, so neurons are nervous cells. Okay, the largest bundle of nerves leaving the spinal column, it's the one going to the left. It's about the size of a pencil, like thick as a pencil, okay? And then talking about neurons, nerve cells, they have a unique shape, as you can see, a really weird shape, but cool. And they carry electrical signals, okay? Chemicals also help carrying these signals because they irritate the neurons and trigger the message. They send the message that goes from neuron to neuron until the message gets to the spinal cord or to the brain. And then they decode and the action it's sent back. For example, I wanna, maybe, let me think. Okay, maybe my finger is itchy, okay? So neurons that go from my finger all the way to my arm and up to my spinal cord and then to my brain are gonna say, oh, it's itchy, it's itchy, it's itchy. And the message like comes all over here and then my brain is gonna say, oh, scratch it. So then I send the message back all through my arm, my hand, my finger, and then my other arm scratches, okay? And but these messages travel really, really, really fast. About like, they can travel about 100 meters in 1 second, so that's fast. Okay, and neurons have 3 parts, okay? 3 main parts, because they have more parts, but the most important ones, okay? They have the axon, this part here. They have the dendrite, and they have the synapse, that it's the space between neuron and neuron, okay? The cool thing about neurons is that they never touch each other. They're really close to each other, but they never touch. Then how do they send messages, you may ask? Okay, because there are chemicals in between that help pass the message from neuron to neuron, okay? They have, neurons have irregular shapes, like I said before, and one of them extends really close to the other, okay? But they never touch. That space between, it's the synapse. And something really cool about neurons, it's that the more you use it, the faster they get. The easier is to get the message. Okay, that's why in real life, when you practice something, it's easier to do. But when you do something for the first time, your brain is not used to it, so it's tricky. Okay, so if you want to get really good at something, then you just have to practice and practice and practice until your brain gets used to that thing that you're doing, and it's gonna get easy. Okay. And then many things our body does are almost automatic, like that you do without thinking, like breathing or sneezing or digesting, your heartbeat, changing the side of the pupil of your eye. There are so many things that you don't think about, but your body does for you. Those are involuntary actions. And those actions are part of the autonomic nervous system. It works without you thinking about it. You have clusters, like big groups of neurons that come together near the spinal cord from various parts of the body. And those clusters are called ganglia, like this picture here, okay? And they control the involuntary actions of our muscles and glands. And then in 4 places of your body, those clusters of ganglia come together to make even bigger groups that are called plexus, okay? And all of them, they control involuntary actions. Like I said, digestion, breathing, heartbeat, sweating, even your emotions. Like when you are mad, you feel something weird in your stomach. That's your nerves acting, okay? And then one set of nerves causes increased action, and then the other set causes slowing down of the action, like the reverse. Okay. And then your sensed organs also have unique system of nerves that control them. Some animals have special sensitive senses to protect them from danger from their enemies, like the owl has keen eyes, really good eyes, or the fish has a keen sense of smell, or the fox has keen hearing. And humans, we also have our senses that they need nerves to give us information. Your sense of taste, it's related to your sense of smell. That's why when you are really sick, you have a cold, you don't taste your food. And your nerves let you sense sweet, sour, bitter, salty taste. Also your skin has nerves that are sensitive to pressure. When somebody touches you, you feel it. And it lets you sense pain or when something is hot or cold. And some body parts are more sensitive to touch, like your fingertips. Okay, so that will be it for today.